Alright, we're back. So we were talking about this album, Christian. We didn't have time to finish it. So this is part 2 of our Fall Out Boy review of From Under the Cork Tree.
Yeah.
And
this time we got Kristen.
Yep.
So track 14 is Sugar Going Down, and track 15 is Where's Your Boy? Track 16 is Of All the Gin Joints in the World. Both of them. And track 17 is Dance Dance. Both on the live BBC, live on BBC radio. Oh, and you will see the album cover in the music video.
Where?
On the book that Andy Hurley is reading.
Oh.
Because you would also see a Green Day song in the Dance Dance video.
Dance Dance video. Silly me.
And track 18 is Start Today.
What?
Start today.
But on Wikipedia it says Sugar We're Going Down acoustic.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah. Track 19, Sugar We're Going Down. Track 20, Dance Dance, Tommy is...
Just go.
Oh, I have it's my stupid watch.
Then take it off.
Then track 20, Dance Dance,
Look, on the Wikipedia. It says Start Today is number 820.
That's
But on here it says Start Today is an track 18.
Yeah, that's weird. Then Dance Dance, Tommy Boy, and Tommy Sunshine, Fire and Brims. Then track 21, I slept with someone in Fall Out Boy, and all I got was this stupid song written about me.
Alternate version.
Alternate version.
We going up.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
22.
Sophomore Slump. Sophomore Slump would come back of the year alternate version.
And there's Dance Dance in track 23.
But it's the RJ DZ remix.
Yeah. You got Sugar We're Going Down.
Well, the one on here is
Female
acoustic.
A.
Well, the one on here is acoustic.
That's weird.
Yeah. And well, the one on here, track 25, is the Dance Dance Tommy Boy, Tommy Sunshine Fire and Brimstone remix.
Yeah.
But this one is Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner acoustic. Then Sugar We're Going Down instrumental. It's the same to the album version, but removes the vocals.
Yeah. Just like how you found, what was it? St. Jimmy?
Yeah.
Like Green Day.
Are We the Waiting and St. Jimmy?
Yeah.
And Alice by Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
Then you got Snitches and Talkers Get Stitches and Walkers. And he mentions a Shawn
Snitches
Mendes.
get stitches.
Yeah. And
You
and he
saying?
mentions a Shawn Mendes song.
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah. You know, Stitches.
Yeah.
I've actually seen the music video.
Yeah. Wait. Stitches by Shawn Mendes?
Yeah.
Same here.
Same
Haven't
here.
seen it for a long while.
Me either.
But I haven't seen it for a
But-
while.
It kind of looks like he's getting beat up by someone.
Yeah, but that
But there's
person's
no
not.
one there.
Yeah. Just Sean himself.
Yeah.
Not Sean Harris. Not Sean Dixon.
Yeah.
Sean Mendes, the Canadian
It's
singer.
Not my coworker, it's Sean Mound.
No. Then you got the music or the misery. And he mentions a Maroon 5 song. With misery. Don't make me yawn.
Sorry.
Then you got My Heart is the Worst Kind of Weapon demo. On 29. Then you got the Patrick Stump remix of Sugar Ray Going Down. Patrick Stump is the lead singer of Fall Out Boy.
Not gonna lie, because I thought that Pete went with the singer, but he's not. He does the bass.
Yeah. And how I was,
Because if I wasn't sure who Patrick Stump was,
yeah.
silly me.
Because, man,
And
How
there's a Lindbergh Palace remix of Dance Dance, the
yeah,
last track in the 20th anniversary.
yeah. And, let me tell you how I, was introduced to Fall Out Boy.
Because and the first song I heard by Fall Out Boy was Sugar We're Going Down.
Yeah,
Because it was their lead single
from this album.
from this album
Yeah,
right here.
yeah. But Christian and I did it last year.
Did it?
At our karaoke picnic.
Yeah.
The one we invited you to attend, but you had your stomach issues.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God, how long ago that was.
Last June.
Oh, yeah.
Then, because the first song we did was Know Your Enemy, but that came out in 2009.
Yeah.
And let me tell you about how I was first introduced to Fall Out Boy. Growing up, I watched the show on PBS called The Electric Company. It was the reboot from the one from the 1970s. And they had various guest stars on it, like Whoopi Goldberg, Pete Wentz from Fall Out Boy, Neo, Wyclef Jean, and years later, you and Christian would bring the Big Hero 6 movie here.
Yeah.
and we watched it together,
Yeah.
and we heard Immortals playing in the movie.
Yeah.
Then years after that, then I bought the 2016 Ghostbusters soundtrack. And they had a version on the soundtrack called Ghostbusters I'm Not Afraid. And then years later I would look up Fall Out Boy on YouTube and watch it. And yeah, I would also borrow Connor's copy.
That's the movie, Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
Oh, music.
And
what?
And I would look up the video Dance Dance, This Ain't a Scene, It's an Arms Race, and Hold Me Like a Grudge. And I would recognize Pete Wentz from the Electric Company because I didn't know he was in Fall Out Boy when I first watched it. And I saw him on the Electric Company.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
What corner? Just a
Just
bit.
Why would he do that?
Depression.
Maybe he was depressed.
Baby. There's a deer insurance shirt. Made you look.
Yeah.
What?
Ow.
Why? How did that feel?
Peachy.
Yeah, nobody puts baby in the corner.
And now, we're going to be talking about my first ever Linkin Park album, which is also their third, Minutes to Midnight. And Christian?
Just a Benton.
Yeah. And
La 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 Luke. Luke, I am your father. Lo la lo lo la lo.
oh, I'm interrupted. Happy time.
Now I'm from Star Wars.
I know.
Yes.
That was the Star Wars scene.
Yeah. From.
Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
And I was before we get into the track listing, as we mentioned in March, I was gonna stream this album on my phone, but the version I found was
Look.
this one we're looking at.
Yeah. Why do I see parental advisory on their copy?
Huh?
Take a look.
Yeah.
What?
Come.
Why?
Uh-huh. Because this is the first album to carry a parental advisory by Linkin Park.
Yeah,
Not counting the Collision Course.
right. And Green Day also had a parental advisory on one of their albums, and it was American Idiot,
Your copy.
my copy, because they did not do that with their albums in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, is it
Yeah.
39 First or Smooth?
39 for Smooth.
39 and Smooth. They didn't do that with Kerplunk,
Or Dookie.
Dookie,
We heard Longview from that album.
yeah, Insomniac, Nimrod, or the album Warning.
Yeah. Because I was going to stream it, but I found this version with the parental advisory.
Yeah,
But on the top right and bottom left corners is my copy.
yeah. Why does their copy have the parental advisory on?
Huh?
They look.
Yeah.
What?
So I decided to get the clean version on CD.
Yeah,
Thought it would be better that way.
it'd be better that way.
Because I couldn't find it without the parental advisory to stream.
Yeah. Because they did some grand band groups didn't start putting in parental advisory on their albums in 1997
Yeah.
because they got Sublime's album, their self-titled album,
Right?
and
I yawned.
Don't make me
Treven
yawn.
yawn.
Yeah.
then there's What It's Like by Everlast.
Yeah.
Let me which came out in 1998, and there it is.
Yeah.
Parental advisory, bottom right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just like on here.
yeah,
Because the...
look at the release date.
That's when I got judged. Right in front of you.
And
We had that hurricane wind.
sure,
And I'm the CEO of Tesla.
because I had no power for 2 days.
Me neither.
You was with for 3 days, Treven.
Yeah.
Because the power at my house came on first before yours.
Yeah. Because Hyper Theory didn't have parental advisory.
Neither did Meteora.
Yeah. So the first track is Wake. And it's instrumental.
And the
And
first track is called Treven, and it's instrumental.
yo,
What?
ah,
The first
Why?
track is Corner.
Yo!
And instrumental.
Yo!
and this song serves as the intro to the album.
Yeah.
But the ending of this song is really cool. Because it goes into this.
Until giving up.
Yeah. Because you'll start hearing the clapping.
Yeah.
And this is the first vocal track on here that Chester sings.
Yeah.
Wake.
Wake is instrumental.
Give it up.
Giving up is...
Wake.
Yeah!
Yo!
I was doing it to Treven.
Giving up mentions a movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
And just to warn you, Chester Bennington drops the F-bomb 4 times.
4 flipping times. And the part when he does that 17-second scream.
It's awesome.
Because
Best part of the whole song.
he said, put me out of my mission, put me out of my mission, like that.
And Emily Armstrong,
She fell short.
yeah. Heavy as the crown.
This is what you asked for!
Holds that note for 16 long seconds.
Yeah.
But Heavy as the Crown is from Zero.
Yeah.
Giving Up is from this album.
Yeah.
Because it has Chester's screaming in it.
Right.
Don't Make Me Yawn. And this one has Rob Borden in it.
Yeah.
Colin Britton is in Heavy as the Crown.
Yeah.
Because Rob Borden left the band.
Yeah.
I guess he wanted to focus on family things.
Maybe.
And like we said back in March, the singles on Russia Blood to the Head by Coldplay, which came out in 2002, are tracks 2, 3, 4, and 5. This album, it's tracks 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yell?
Yell.
What? And track 3 is Leave Out All the Rest.
Yes, what? It transitions.
Into track 4, Bleed It Out.
Or is it Bleed It Treven out?
Yeah. But if you listen to the song on Paper Cuts, the singles collection to 2000 to 2023.
That's not my phone.
No. This song is in it to leave out all the rest, but you don't hear talking at the end.
That must be the single version.
Yeah. Because it's the same as opposed to the album version, but no talking at the end. But the album version has talking at the end.
Yeah.
because there's no music in between to leave out all the rest and bleed it out. But there's talking. Because you'll start hearing the talking fade in at the end.
Yeah.
Tristan forgot to do the tying.
Tying.
And Imagine Dragons did a song called Blading Out.
Yeah.
Linkin Park did Blade It Out.
Yeah.
And they both start with the first two letters of Blazing Blake's name. But Chester, he says, I played it out, digging deeper just to throw it away.
Right.
Dan Reynolds, I'm bleeding out.
Yeah.
That's what's different.
Yeah.
Because Dan Reynolds is from Imagine Dragons.
Right.
Chester Bennington is from Linkin Park.
Yeah.
And also may I add Grey Days and...
Well, back in the 1990s.
Yeah. And Dead by Sunrise.
Well, back in 2009.
Yeah. Because he would release an album 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Out of Ashes with Dead by Sunrise in 2010. Then Linkin Park's fourth album, A Thousand Suns in 2010.
Yeah.
And this is their last album in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Out of Ashes is the last with Chester in the 2000s, but it's not with the other members of Linkin Park. It's with Dead by Sunrise.
Yeah.
And track 5 is Shadow of the Day.
Guess what? It transitioned.
Yep. And there's also a single version of the song. Because what's different is it has the fade out at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Shadow of the Day, the album version, has the organ melody at the end.
Yeah.
And it transitions into the first single from the album,
Yeah.
What I've Done.
What I Treven.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kristen.
Huh?
Made you look.
And Coxie here mishears the song title as One-Eyed Dog.
What?
You sent me that on Facebook message.
What?
One-Eyed Dog.
Oh.
One-eyed Treven?
Oh,
Yeah.
one-eyed dog.
Or is it
What
one-eyed?
it's called? What I've done.
Yeah.
Toxic.
Or is it one-eyed Connor?
You.
And this is the only song off Minutes to Midnight to be heard in Transformers.
Yeah. The
And
first Transformers movie.
yeah,
That came out in 2007.
yeah,
Same year when the song was released.
yeah. It was also the first single from that album too.
Yeah.
But I only have Minutes to Midnight.
And I got Meteora, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I have Meteora too, but it's the 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
And this is the only song to be heard from this album to be heard in Teens React to Linkin Park. And it's the last one to be heard in that video.
Yeah.
And a lot of the other Transformers movies have Linkin Park songs as well.
Yeah.
But New Divide is the only Linkin Park song to not appear in any of Linkin Park's new studio albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just this one and Iridescent.
What?
And it's just this song what I've done and Iridescent.
Yeah.
And Iridescent is on Living Things, right?
1,000 Suns.
1,000 Suns. Yeah. Who are you doing it to?
You!
And track is 7. His hands held high.
And there's the one you, Mike Shinoda, drops an F-bomb in this song.
And then Bleed It Out.
Yeah. But it's not Chester, though,
Yeah.
in those songs.
Yeah.
Like Chester doesn't giving up.
Yeah. Yeah. And Mike Shinoda also drops the F-bomb in Good Things Go.
Yeah.
But that has Emily Armstrong
But
singing.
that's from their latest album, From Zero.
Because it's with Emily in it.
Yeah.
Emily Armstrong. But this one, Hands Held High, and Good Things Go were not released as a single, as singles.
Yeah.
I know Giving Up was released as a single. Same with Bleed It Out.
Yeah.
And track 8 is No More Sorrow. And it mentions a Pink Floyd song, Sorrow, which also I have on CD as well. It's in my room, which is A Momentary Lapse of Reason. But I got that one first before getting this album on CD. Because this album came out 19 years ago. This month.
Yeah.
A Momentary Lapse of Reason will turn 39 in September. And not only that, No More Sorrow, it transitions
Yeah, it does.
into track 9,
which is a holiday.
Valentine's Day, which is also the day that we lost a Darman actor,
Yep.
which is Carl Judy.
Yeah.
He was one of the best ones.
Yeah.
And Christian forgot to do the time.
Time.
And Valentine's Day. It's also Rob Thomas's birthday. He's the lead singer of Matchbox 20.
Yeah.
And Christian, that's the day when the three of us were supposed to bowl this year,
Mm-hmm.
but they canceled out on us,
Yeah.
which is why we had that pizza day on March 14th,
Yeah.
because we weren't originally supposed to bowl that day.
Yeah.
And we're not going to get our trophies till next week.
Yep.
Because we would have originally got them last week, but they canceled out on the 2 Saturdays in April.
Yeah.
And then track 10 and track 11 are in alphabetical order, and they both start with in. Track 10 is in between. It's like a reference to Afterglow by INXS, which goes in between. The longing to hold you again, but who holds tomorrow? Like that.
Yeah.
But track
In pieces.
track 11 is in pieces.
In pieces.
I know Avril Lavigne did Fall to Pieces.
You mean follow the corner?
No.
Then track 13 is The Little Things Give You Away. No, track 12 is The Little Things That Give You Away. And it starts with the first letter of my name. How come Blake and I get a song that starts with the first letter of our names on this album, but you and Connor don't, Christian?
How rude.
How rude.
Mike Sonoda and Chester Bennington.
Yeah!
How dare you both?
Even though Chester's dead.
Right. But Chester, it would be 9 years. Is it 2 months?
Yeah. Then this is the last song on my copy, because mine's the standard edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then track 13, this is the deluxe edition we're looking at.
Yeah.
No roads left.
No Treven Sass.
Yo!
Eh.
And track 14 is across the line.
Now you've crossed the line.
Did I do a reference to Holiday?
Yeah, you did.
Dang it. Cause
Hey, Connor,
Yes.
speaking of one, there's one album that my dad's name, no roads left.
No roads left?
Yeah,
Oh.
cause,
well, but there's a no at the beginning.
well, yeah. But that means like, no one's left.
Yeah. Cause the line in Holiday goes, hear the drum pounding out of time. Another protester has crossed the line. Hey! Like that. Yeah, that's the standard edition.
It says cross.
Yeah.
Not across.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But track 15 is what I've done. This is the distorted remix. Then track 16 is giving up the third encore session. This retains the claps from my from the original version of the song. That's how the song starts. But Chester, like we said, he does this 17-second long scream.
Treven's on something. Look at the last one. I have music.
Yeah.
Then there's a couple of those videos I sent you.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna watch them on video.
Yeah.
Because they have the crude language.
Yeah.
And
Name a rock band with only 2 words in the title.
it says rock song.
That's what I said. Name a rock. What? What did I say?
Rock band.
I meant name a rock song with only 2 words in the title.
Giving up.
In pieces.
In between.
Valentine's Day.
I already mentioned my first one.
I know, because Valentine's Day is 2 words in the title.
Yeah.
And it's a holiday as well.
Yeah.
Mike Shinoda reveals Linkin Park song that's too painful to play,
Yeah.
which is One More Light.
Yeah. Because the guy holding the mic.
Chester Bennington! Why would he do that?
Depression.
Maybe he was depressed.
Maybe. I got Don't Stay.
New Divide.
American Idiot. And the song and the album.
Christian? Yo!
I would
rate the album 10 out of 10.
need to.
Me too.
Same with
But
from Under the Cork Tree.
I'm on the Cork Tree album. I only know a couple songs.
Yeah.
I did not know a lot of songs by Fall Out Boy. Sorry.
You don't?
Because, like, from Under the Cork Tree
Yeah.
and Infinity on High, then there's one album that has Immortals in it,
I mean,
and Centuries. Thing is, American and Beauty American Psycho.
yeah.
Yeah, that one. I don't know why it's always those 2.
Because they were released as singles.
Oh, and I only know one song from their album, it's their 2012 album. I think it was Save Rock and Roll.
My songs know you what you did in the dark.
Yeah, that one, but I'm trying to remember the name of the album that it's on. I think it is Save Rock and Roll. That's the album, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because on my phone, this is all I got.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Yeah. But for me, I have a lot.
I don't. But I do have the album from Under the Cork Tree.
Yeah.
And yes, Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco are the two band groups are known with their long song titles. Like take alright, say not tragedy, for example.
Yeah.
Almost a lot.
Yeah.
But there's one by you too. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. 8 words.
Yeah.
Title.
Yeah, but one of them, but the first word is just the letter.
Right. Then there's a song I know by Carolina Liar. It's Show Me What I'm Looking For. That's 6 words.
Yeah.
You mean show me what I'm looking for?
Yo!
And there's a song I know by the Backstreet Boys. Show me the meaning of being lonely.
How about, wait, what band group did you say?
Backstreet Boys.
How about quit playing games with my heart?
Yeah.
Yes. That's one of them too.
Yeah. And
what?
And last Saturday we watched the short of Mike Shinoda revealing and that why Lost didn't make it onto the album.
Yeah.
He said that it was
It sounded similar to the song Numb.
yeah. But Numb starts with the piano.
Yeah. Lost
Has the guitar.
has the guitar.
Yeah.
And we need to watch this one too.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's music in it.
Me either. Cause that's
One More Light is too emotional play.
Last year, the rock world got some truly shocking news, a moment that few thought would ever happen. Linkin Park shocked the world after that infamous countdown timer hit 0, began climbing upward, announcing their highly anticipated return. They selected a new vocalist, Emily Armstrong, and they've been touring extensively pretty much ever since. Some really big shows in Europe as of late. Look at those scenes from these massive stadium shows they've just been playing, among the biggest in the history of the band. Absolutely massive shows, including a very cool moment with my boy Sam Carter from Architects taking the stage with the band for One Step Closer. A childhood dream fulfilled. So cool to see that. And so now you have a brand new interview with Mike Shinoda opening up about the band's comeback and also the heartbreak they faced in the past. And he revealed there's one song from their catalog that the band cannot play because it's just too heartbreaking. Linkin Park's back on stage, hitting up tours and dropping new music, but there's one song from their catalog that they're straight up avoiding in their set list, and it's got a very sad reason behind it. After Chester Bennington passed away in 2017, the band held that massive tribute show in his honor. Then pretty much went quiet. Mike Shinoda kept things going with his solo stuff, and they popped up here and there for reissues of albums like Hybrid Theory and Meteora, but as a group, they were on hiatus for many years. Fast forward to late 2024, and bam, they're reforming. Emily Armstrong from Dead Sarah steps in as co-vocalist alongside Mike. Colin Britton takes over drums since Rob Borden's stepping back. And Alex Fetter's handling guitar on tour while Brad Delson is still in the mix of recording and creative decisions. They're out there playing hits, blending the old legacy with the new era, new songs, old songs. But fans have been feeling all sorts of ways about the comeback. Obviously, there's been some controversy with not every Linkin Park fan wanting to see this comeback happen. But needless to say, it's been a massive success for the band, as we're seeing from these recent shows in Europe. And for Mike Shinoda, he's been open about navigating that balance, making sure the shows feel positive. He told The Guardian in a new interview, "I think we all wanted our show to be really good vibes. I want you walking away feeling like this was such a wonderful, special, fun night. But certain tracks, they just hit too close to home now. Mike admitted there are songs that would feel weird playing after what happened with Chester. And the one that's totally off limits, it's One More Light from their last album with Chester. That track was very personal, heavy on themes of death, and it was the final single they released after he was gone. As it turns out, the song was originally written about a woman who worked at their label and had passed away. But as Mike explained, after Chester passed, the world decided that it was about him. And so that's just too sad to play. I think most fans are going to understand this. It's an incredibly sad, heartbreaking, emotional song that so many fans attribute to that heartbreaking loss of Chester Bennington, and probably a really hard song for them to get through on stage as well. But needless to say, for the Linkin Park fans around the world getting to go to these shows, me now having seen them live a couple of times, it's great to hear these songs. It's great to see them perform them live. They have so many hit songs. Even just being there, you're like, oh, I forgot about that one. Oh, and that one too, and that one too. And it's just insane. Their entire set list on any given night, even if they change their songs up, are nothing but hit songs. It's just incredible the career Linkin Park has had. And again, seeing those massive shows they were just playing in Europe shows that Linkin Park is still going strong. Of course, let me know what you think down in the comments. And I want to thank the Feed fam for all your love and support. You can hit the join button in the description, get a badge next to your name in the comments, and so many other perks. And I'll see you in the next video.
And I'll see you in the comment video.
You!
And all credits are for the video we just
Goes to Rock Feed.
goes to Rock Feed.
Yeah,
Because we are on the subject of Linkin Park.
right. Because look, there's Mike Shinoda right there.
Yeah. And there's Chester Bennington.
And their final album with Chester, One More Light,
Yeah.
which came out this month, and
Yeah.
it marks 9 years.
Because it's 10 years younger than this album.
Yeah. And
what, Connor?
Chester only killed himself because he had a good friend,
Yeah.
Chris Cornell,
Yeah.
who was the lead singer of Soundgarden, or should I say, Audio Slave,
Yeah.
because Chris Cornell passed away just the day before Linkin Park dropped a new album
Yeah.
on May 18th.
And
Chris Cornell's passing, May 19th, with One More Light album.
yeah. And May 17th, Reactor dropped their video. It was Mike Shinoda reacting to Teens React to Linkin Park.
Yeah. Because it was just him.
Yeah.
No Johan, no Rob Borden, no Brad Delson, no
Dave Phoenix
Dave
Farrell.
Phoenix Farrell,
No Chester.
no Chester.
No Emily, because she was in Dead Sarah.
Right.
No Colin Britton, because he was doing different stuff with music.
Yeah. Because we never heard of Colin Britton before.
Till he joined.
Yeah.
And
And we never heard of Emily Armstrong either.
yeah. And also for this album you get 2 exclusive bonus tracks from Walmart soundcheck. Notably Breaking the Habit and What I've Done. Even though breaking the habits from Meteora.
Right. Because yeah, we need to read these right here. On the first track, Wake, it says, this short song was created near the end of the album writing process. The dual meaning of the word wake seemed an appropriate introduction to the record.
Yeah. This song is 1 minute and 41 seconds long.
Yeah,
It's the shortest one on here.
yeah.
You mean 41
41
Yeah.
seconds. I was trying to say 1 minute and 40 Christians.
Yeah.
What? And how about,
But it's 4 minutes if you combine it with giving up.
right? And what about with leave out all the rest? Says the final version of this track is virtually the same as the first demo of the song. Very little change between the first incarnation of the music and the final version that appears on the album.
Yeah. And sorry about doing the part 2 of Meteora last week. Our album review of Meteora last week. Because I had just got my copy.
Yeah. Because we were supposed to do a review of Fall Out Boy's album.
Yeah.
Thanks, Wacky Treven. Because we had to do that today.
Yeah.
And how about the song Shadow of the Day? Says here, the keyboard loop in Shadow of the Day went through many different changes during the song's creation. And dozens of options were created on piano, acoustic guitar. How do you say this word? Where my fingers out?
Which would?
Reversed forward slash.
No.
Oh.
Starts with letter M.
Marimba.
Oh. Marimba.
Xylophone.
Xylophone and even electric banjo before, or finally
Yeah.
writing the. You said this word.
Reversed to forward slash edited.
Reversed or edited keyboard version that appears here,
Yeah.
like at the end of the song. The
Yeah.
organs, yeah.
Yeah.
That explains the transitioning to what I've done.
Yeah. And Duke Shepard, he did a cover of it, Shadow of the Day.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
his version is the single version.
Yeah.
right.
He didn't let it transition into what I've done.
No. And yeah, there is a music video of one of
Shadow of the
Shadow of the
Day.
Day, which also uses the single version.
Yeah.
And if you watch the video, you'll hear gunshots firing
Yeah.
and the footsteps, the talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And other sound effects.
And another sound effect like someone just set the car on fire.
And that's how the Will or
And-
Think fire started.
Yeah. And the car exploding as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it looks like there's a riot a
Yeah.
little bit because you got of people there, including the SWAT team.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
what's going on?
Yeah. But the only member in the music video.
And Chester's the only member in the video.
Yeah.
And he's not involved in any of that riot.
No.
No.
He is seen shirtless in the video.
Yeah. Because you'll see him sleeping
Yeah.
and waking up. Beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep.
Yeah.
You would hear the alarm from the clock.
Yeah.
And he starts to watch TV for a little bit
Yeah.
before going out
Yeah.
there because
He
it
would
all
watch.
seems so real.
Yeah.
Because it was live.
Yeah.
And how about the song What I've Done?
They're out of desert in the music video.
Yeah. And the music video, you'll see all sorts of same things and What About Now?
Yeah. I remember watching that video.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
And What About If Everyone Cared by Nickelback?
Yeah.
Yes. But if you watch a music video of What If Everyone Cared, you'll see Bob Geldof in it.
Yeah.
And others who you know, what they did
Yeah.
in their lives.
Yeah.
Now, how about the song What I've Done? One of the last songs finished for the album, the lyrics for this song were intended to work on many levels, including freedom, art, and Dad, what's the last word? Right there. Last word right there.
Metaphors.
Metaphors. Sometimes I can't see.
Yeah.
And you got the song on hand and yeah, hands held high.
Yeah.
And I don't read that big as much.
Yeah.
Neither do you.
Early in the writing process, Rick Rubin has suggested the band experiment by contrasting the together unexpected elements. Because the song instrumental idea, also known as song cue, sounded primed for melodic singing, Rick Rubin, who produced this album, suggested that the opposite be done. The song's pipe organ and marching snare proved that for the perfect medical bed for two of the most inspired verses Mike had ever delivered.
Is that it, or is there more?
That's it. And yeah, there's an F-bomb right there and right there.
Yeah. So Mike Shinoda does set the F-bomb twice in this one. Hands held high.
Same with Bladed Out.
Yeah.
And we heard this song last week.
Yeah, we did.
And guess what version it was?
It was a clean version.
Yeah.
Which played on your MP3.
Yeah. Because I had it on my laptop playing.
Yeah.
There's a tear in your shirt.
It's in Connor's shirt.
It's in Christian's shirt.
Huh?
Look, yell. What? Watch this. Hey Connor, what you know? Hey
Christian's
Christian.
over there.
Hey Christian, what you doing? You sitting on the red bench? You sitting on a red bench?
Treven is.
Take
a look.
Yeah.
And then in the song No More Sorrow.
Yeah, and Connor knew there was a transition at the end.
Yeah, I knew there was a transition. And then the end of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, because something was telling me that at Valentine's Day, the song by Linkin Park transitions out of the previous song.
Yeah.
And it's this one, No More Sorrow.
Yeah.
Want to read it?
Yeah.
I can't do most of the reading.
We've, while the band was recording at the Laurel studio, Rick Rubin suggested that Brad Adelson try adding able to the little things give you away. Although Brad ultimately decided not to add able to that song, his experimentation produced the introductory sound around this song, which was No More Sorrow was built.
Yeah.
Wow.
And for Valentine's Day, although it was finished at the Laurel studio, Valentine's Day, the song retains its most of the original music and vocals that were recorded during the writing phase. In fact, although the band experimented with recording most of the song in most of the earlier demos, the earliest recordings were chosen to make this album. And I know track 8 on Meteora transitions into track 9 as well.
Yeah. And there's a song in between. Rick encouraged the band to lay rough vocals on their first demos as early as possible, believing that sometimes sparse song can become a great with the right a vocal melody in between. The song was a perfect example, even in which just Mike's vocal and a bass line. This song remained on the band's favorites list, as many songs with a lot of more production and were voted off the album.
Yeah. In Pieces, this song begins as a
Pieces. Oh, that says between. Go ahead.
yeah. This song in Pieces.
I kind of got mixed up there.
Yeah. This song in Pieces begins as a keyboard and a beat loop, like with what Travis Barker did on I Miss You.
The song by Blink-182.
Yeah.
What's your media copy
It's in my room.
in your room?
Yeah.
Because we didn't read the notes of while we were doing a part 2 review of it.
Yeah. Along with the staccato guitar in the second verse, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Because the day I got this album was on what would have been Chester Bennington's 50th birthday.
Yeah. On March 20th.
Because it was supposed to come St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
And in that early form, Chester, who I see right there on the TV, put down a rough vocal with words that came relatively effortlessly. The vocals that appeared,
Oh.
the vocals that appeared in those early stages remained virtually unchanged throughout the growth of the song. There's a deer on your foot.
Is that it?
Yeah. Make you look.
Yeah.
Hey, Christian, what you
Yeah.
doing? Sitting on a red bench?
Christian is sitting on the red bench.
Yeah, he is.
And he's not looking.
You're sitting on the red bench.
Trevor's sitting on the red bench.
Huh?
There you go, look.
Yeah.
For the yeah, it's no little things give you away. The last track, huh?
Yeah. And it's the longest one on here at 6 minutes.
Yeah. Trevor forgot to do the time.
Time, excuse me.
And it says this song began from a demo by Rob Borden based around on the drum pattern heard in the bridge. The vocals were finished after the band visited New Orleans following Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah.
Nearly 21 years ago.
Yeah.
That's what it says right there.
Yeah. Because that's Hurricane Katrina right there.
Yeah. Because the hurricane struck in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah.
And yes, there's a music video of U2's song Window on the No.
The Saints Are Coming.
And it's the first collab with Green Day.
Yeah.
And you'll see clips of the aftermath from Hurricane Katrina,
Yeah.
which happened in August 29, 2005.
I had just turned 8.
You turned 8 years old.
I had already just turned 8.
Yeah. And it was a sad day too.
It was scary.
It's scary too.
Yeah.
Because some people, a lot of people died. Some survived.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They couldn't make it out on
they
time.
couldn't make it out because a search and rescue was called when
Yeah.
Hurricane Katrina flooded New Orleans,
Yeah.
and just a year later, U2 Green Day will collab to perform a song, The Saints Are Coming. And U2 put on their compilation album 18 singles, which I have in my house.
And what I have on here at my house.
Yeah,
But
18 videos.
yeah. But there's one thing. No window in the skies.
Right. Because it was recently added, recently new
Yeah.
at the time.
And you get stuck in a moment you can't get out of on twice. Same with
Walk On.
Walk On.
Yeah.
Even though there's 3 videos of that one.
Right.
They didn't have the 9/11 thing in there.
No, they didn't.
Just only in the international version and the US edition.
Yeah. I am not using the microphone.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I saw Chester Bennington.
Just looking here. Like these two right here.
Yeah.
Except that one says
9/11.
no.
Liz
Liz
Friedlander version.
That was the 9/11 tribute.
Yeah. And that one right there is the.
That one's from Slane Castle.
Which is.
In 2001.
I see the names being scrolled.
Me too.
When I show my dad the Superdome performance after the 9/11 attacks.
Yeah.
He thought it was cool seeing the names being scrolled up.
Yeah.
Of the victims.
Yeah, I think it's cool too. When U2 did that at the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I
Super Bowl
think it was
26.
cool too, Klana.
What?
Yeah.
I think it was cool too.
Yeah. But I didn't watch the Super Bowl back then because that happened in 2002.
Yeah. What about your dad?
I think he watched it.
How come?
I didn't start watching football until like 2005.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why till 2005?
I don't know. Young age. I guess because I was 8 years old in 2002, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old do you have to be to watch?
It could be at any age.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I tell you, that was a crazy day.
9/11, 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hence the 9/11 tribute.
Right there.
Yeah.
And I see.
Yeah.
And
what?
Treven, wasn't there a clip of the 9/11 attack in the What I've Done video?
Yes.
Yes!
Yeah.
Because I noticed that.
Yeah.
Because you'll see the Twin Towers collapsing
Yeah.
and everyone running.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the video for a while.
Me either.
So,
But there's also a scorpion in the video.
yeah, just walking in the middle of the desert.
Yeah. But there.
But you don't want to get and stung by one.
Yeah. There was an.
Because I remember watching that one movie with Rick Moranis
Yeah.
called Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
And watching the movie, Christian,
Yeah.
there was a scorpion in it. And they killed that baby ant.
I think I've seen that movie before.
And there was
Because the kids were running on that baby ant, trying to find their way back to the house after they got shrunk by Rick Moranis' creation, the Shrieking Ray.
yeah. And
And he had to get the kids back to their normal size.
yeah. And there was
The 1989 film.
yeah. And there's an apostle that I follow on YouTube and Facebook named Patrick Kieran.
Yeah.
He had an experience with a scorpion.
Really?
Yeah, he was only 7 years old.
What?
He and his family were camping in the desert when he was just 7 years old.
Yeah.
And his parents told him to always wear these types of shoes to
Yeah.
have the feet protection right here.
Yeah, you gotta have feet protection.
Yeah. And
But what if the scorpions crawl on you though? That wouldn't be good.
no.
And yeah, they have claws too.
Yeah.
Just like Mr. Krabs.
Yeah. And one morning, a while after a nice camping in the desert, he wanted to go exploring, but he did not want to bother putting on his shoes. But instead, he wore flip-flops.
Oh.
And he was going for, he told his parents he was going for a little wander and what could possibly happen. A scorpion
A scorpion showed up.
was showing up, yeah, and it went into the arch of his foot.
Uh-oh.
His mind quickly registered to the scorpion, and he had increasing pain going up his leg.
Ow.
He called his parents.
Did he get stung by it?
Yeah,
Uh-oh. Those are really painful.
yeah. He knew he got stung. He called his parents, and they came running from the camp. They had to take him to the nearest hospital,
Oh no.
over 2 hours away from the camp. He sobbed. He sobbed and cried as he put him into the back of the car and admitted him to the hospital.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
That kind of reminds me of Jurassic Park, The Lost World. You know, the second movie?
Yeah,
Yeah. You know, in the beginning, the
yeah,
little girl, she went wandering off and saw one of those green dinosaurs,
yeah.
and more came.
Really?
Yeah.
And
I don't want to say it because it might spoil it.
oh,
Yeah. Because the mother screamed,
yeah,
which is scary.
yeah,
Yeah.
It didn't. It's a good thing it didn't show any raw footage what happened to the little girl.
yeah,
Yeah. Because dinosaurs can't kill you.
right. And within 24 hours, the pain of the sting went away. That Patrick Karen experienced. He even learned a powerful lesson. Now you don't want to deal with scorpions.
No. Because scorpions, they're dangerous.
Yeah.
And isn't there a band group called Scorpions?
Yes.
Yes. And no, they are not real scorpions.
Yeah.
They're band members.
Yeah. Because the only song I know by them are In the Flesh and In the Flesh from when they did the commemoration of the fall of the Berlin Wall.
Really?
Yeah. Because they put on that concert.
I did not know that. What year?
1990.
Oh, 1990. Oh.
But Roger Waters' vocals from the trial are pre-recorded from the studio album.
Right.
Because numerous of guests and Roger Waters put on a show of The Wall,
Mm-hmm.
performed all the songs in the whole album in its entirety, except Show Must Go On.
Mm-hmm.
And to commemorate the fall of the Berlin Wall.
Yeah.
And guess who's singing another Brick in the Wall Part 2?
Who?
Cyndi Lauper!
Wait, what?
Guess what? Because every time we hear another Brick in the Wall Part 2, we start thinking of that video of Ron.
Yeah. Because Chris in here wanted to go to Golden Corral, but it was closed.
Yeah.
Due to the COVID.
Yeah. Thanks, China.
Yeah. And however, it's just our opinion. You can feel free to disagree with it.
Because Treven got interrupted in my saying motor car wreck. But
Yeah.
it turned out it was a motorcycle wreck.
Yeah.
But it's from his grandpa.
Well,
Well, 3 years later.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when you, Treven, and Robert going to Golden Corral
Oh,
like 6 years ago. When
Remember?
COVID hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember we were trying to take that detour? Then there was construction on the other road.
Yeah.
And that's what led Ron to saying, oh, what's going on here? How to get around town?
Yeah.
My dad came up with the what kid?
Yeah.
When we hear the line,
Teachers leaving kids alone.
hey, teachers, leave the kids alone!
What kids?
Yeah, like that. 'Cause my dad came up with that. The
Yeah.
what kids?
Because it wasn't part of the
That
script.
wasn't part of the script.
Yeah.
That dad of mine.
Yeah.
And what about Christian's dad, Ron? That wasn't part of the script either.
No. It's
Nope.
just the one verse and chorus. We don't need no education.
Because he started dancing and driving at the same time.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But he still did this.
We don't need no thought control.
No dark sarcasm in the classroom. Then did this.
Yeah.
Then teachers leave them kids alone. Then he starts turning left.
Hey!
And then, hey! Teachers!
Leave the kids alone!
You got interrupted by him talking.
Yeah.
That wasn't part of the script.
No. Cause you said what I was gonna say. Get on with your work.
Yeah.
You don't remember watching that video.
Yeah.
Same for me.
Cause
You
you
should have been posting it to YouTube.
yeah.
We weren't supposed to have background music.
But you would hear the song playing on low.
Right.
Cause
The new YouTube copyright laws came.
yeah.
No music in the background.
Yeah.
Because,
You would have to pay for it
yeah,
and have permission too.
yeah.
Cause what if they catch you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You go to jail.
yeah.
Cause it's a crime.
Yeah. But my question is, did Vanilla Ice have to deal the consequences with him copying the melody from Queen's song Under Pressure?
Yeah, he got sued and
Yeah,
then
because he got sued for it.
yeah.
You can't copy in people's music.
Not without permission.
Not without permission.
Well, he later added them in the reissues
Yeah,
of To the Extreme.
yeah. Because you have to ask permission first
Yeah,
if you want to, have the same beat.
or melody.
Yeah. Because of John Deacon's bass, do 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 like that.
Yeah,
Because the Vanilla Ice, he stole it.
yeah,
Yeah. He copied it.
yeah,
Don't do that without asking permission.
yeah,
You'll face the consequences.
yeah,
Because they will sue you.
yeah,
And Chris Martin had to get permission for the song Talk.
yeah.
Melody from the song Computer Love
Yeah.
by,
Kraftwerk.
Kraftwerk. Like, for the whole X and Y album.
Yeah,
Because the song Talk didn't get released until
2005.
2005. And yes, pretty soon we'll be doing a review of Coldplay's album X and Y.
Yeah.
Yell.
What?
Here's the release history for the song Talk.
Yeah.
Because Coldplay are from the UK.
Yeah.
They're British.
Yeah.
Just like with Queen.
And the Pink Floyd.
Yeah. And what about the Police?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Chemical Brothers. I know you don't listen to them much.
Right.
Guess what? They're British.
That's right. You too? No, they're Irish.
Yeah. Because for talk, December 5th of 2005 here in the US,
United Kingdom?
December 19th, 2005.
Yeah.
Japan, Caleb's 9th birthday, January 25th of 2006.
Yeah. Because we got Speed of Sound as the first lead single.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty soon we'll have to do a review on that album.
Yeah.
Same with their fourth.
Yeah.
Viva La Vida or Death and All Its Friends.
Yeah.
You're the one obsessed with that album.
And it's the best selling album they ever released.
Yeah. And I'm the one that's obsessed with X and Y.
Why?
Well, let me think. Because he did something funny with these songs. Because you added Jim Carrey in there.
Yeah.
Before Chris Martin started singing.
Yeah.
Because it went like this. It's party time. P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta. Trying hard to speak and finding with my weak hand.
And your phone did that too.
Yeah, I did.
Jim Carrey. It was me.
Chris Martin. My
My
song
song
is
is
Love.
Love.
Which my phone also did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got him.
Let's do this to Christian. Yeah. What? Hey Christian, why is Connor wearing carrots?
I don't know.
By the way, there's a deer in your shoes.
And your shoes? Need to look.
Yeah.
Did I do a reference to a number I want to make in park?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Because, however, it's just our opinion.
Yeah.
You can feel free to disagree with it.
Well, I agree with it.
Yeah.
But,
We can agree to disagree.
yeah. But, the only two songs I know from Fall Out Boy's album from Under the Cork Tree is Sugar We're Going Down and Dance Dance.
Yeah. But
The
you've,
others, not so much.
but you've heard
But,
a little more, less conversation and a little more touch me because I let you borrow my copy of
yeah,
Icon.
it's the icon on the album.
Yeah,
Fall Out Boys, though.
yeah.
You also have Nirvana's.
And Conway Twitty's and Josh Turner's.
Yeah,
But those two are country.
yeah. Because I don't listen to country much.
Yeah.
Because I like listening to
Rock
music. And sometimes pop punk.
Yeah.
That was Treven.
Huh?
And that thing I was doing, Avril Lavigne does that.
Really?
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I see some pictures of her doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Christian.
Connor.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah.
Got him.
Hey Christian, Connor and I heard We Will Rock You earlier on my phone. However, thank you for watching, guys. Please like the video, share the video, comment below.
And you have been warned. Do not pretend to be somebody you're not. Like Jack Black did in School of Rock.
Yeah.
And subscribe to my channel.
Oh, wait a minute. I am not using the microphone.
Me either.
I have music.
Yeah, I'm ending it right now.
In line with recent events with the war on terror.